How you doing today? This 18Wild, and if you woke up this morning, you gotta say you're blessed. If you woke up this morning, you gotta say you're blessed. Many people go out for the day. You know what I'm saying, or go out to work, or coming home at night from a job or work, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes some people don't come back. So if you woke up this morning, man, you gotta give thanks. Thanks to the man upstairs, man. Definitely gotta give thanks to the man upstairs. Uh for waking you up this morning. Man, I just want to get on here, man, and just say in these crazy times and this crazy world we live in, well, people is walking around with the messed up feelings and the bad hearts, and they can't care to reach out a hand, or they don't love anybody. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what type of stuff people going through, man. I don't know what type of stuff people going through, man. Is there so much hate in the world? So much hate in the world. You try to be positive, but it just constantly they keep on spitting hate, or they keep on spitting trauma and violence through the news. But it's news, right? They broadcast it on TV. So it's got to be somebody out here that's doing it, right? So this is the sentiment of the world. Like, people is really out here shooting guns, just hitting innocent people. People that I don't know, like people that have no involvement in stuff. And it's just like, it's super crazy. Why? Like I said, man, people should start going to the, if you want to use a gun, I think you ought to go to a gun range, go practice shooting, or even go to the military. You want to use a gun, you think you good in weapons, go to the military. See, we need these outlets for these people who get locked up for gun violence or something. I'm not saying throw these people away and these people can't be used again. It's just, you got to find out what they're useful for. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to live that dangerous ass life, you should go to the military. You gonna get all the practice you want. You gonna get people firing back at you. You gonna get real life confrontation. It's not you gonna just shoot and it's gonna hit somebody, and it's gonna hit somebody innocent. We gotta stop, people. And I don't know, like, I don't be half the time. I don't even know if it's all the time the youth that's doing these shootings out here. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, man, it's really horrible. Every time I wake up and cut on the news, it's a shooting. It's a shooting every time, from the west side to the south side. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to make like if you come to Chicago, man, everybody want to make a difference between the west side and the south side, bro. It's in reality, the west side and the south side is no different, man. No different. It's people to get down on the west side. There's people to get down on the south side. And that's just for me. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all could make all this comparison because everybody try to be the biggest gangster. I don't know why, man. Like you ain't doing nothing but like really getting rid of your youth, your future because you doing this stuff in your community. And that's a shame, man. But I want to tell anybody, if you out there and you feel by yourself or you feel alone, you always have an opportunity to always go and talk to somebody. Go talk to a professional. Go try to get you some help. It's people out here that can help and can help you, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I know some people be in predicaments where they have to be out in the street and sometimes they have to do stuff that maybe they don't really want to, but you know what I'm saying? They taking that risk and chance because they out there on the streets and that's the only way they got to survive because they have nobody in their corner. But I want to tell you, it's always an opportunity to change your life. It's always an opportunity to change your life. Trust me, man. Like, I just don't like glorifying stuff. I don't want to be like, I wish I could tell like people, I wish I was comfortable with sharing like everything that happened out of my life, but I'm really not comfortable with that. So I just like keep it general. Yeah, man, you can always change your life, man. You can always change your life, become a different person, become somebody a better. Trust me, man. Like you can make that decision, man. When you get when you out there in the hood and you struggling and you steady trying to make money out in the street and sometimes stuff don't go right the way, you get locked up and all this other type of stuff. Some throw you off, you know what I'm saying? Beefs in the hood throw you off, somebody stealing your stuff throw you off, whatever like you're going through, you sooner or later you're going to get tired of it. You're going to get restless. Then you're going to try to figure out, like, man, I'm tired of this. What is my life purpose? So I just want to try to get on here today for anybody to come across this video and feel like everything is going wrong for them. Like, just give yourself time to grow. Don't be closed off to people. You feel what I'm saying? Talk to people, talk to loved ones and family members. You know what I'm saying? When people, sometimes when somebody asks you what's wrong, tell them what's wrong. Get it off your chest, man, so you can feel better about it. That way you won't be holding it up inside and feeling angry and feel like you got to lash out when you get into a confrontation with somebody, because that's how it always happens. You hold that stuff up inside, and then when you get in a confrontation with somebody or somebody say something to you wrong, that's when you snap out and that's when you spaz out. And it don't always be the other person that you're mad at. It just how life going in general, or how you going or how something going in your life. Then somebody come along and they say something crazy to you or something that you ain't like, your life is already messed up. So that instantly you snap out, you spaz out. You feel what I'm saying? And then you most likely you end up doing something stupid. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I seen a lot of people get hurt, fights start. You feel what I'm saying? Because one person is harboring something in their heart, and then somebody say something to them wrong, is gone, man. You feel what I'm saying? But I just think we need to redirect that anger and redirect whatever you're going through and pour it into something that you love to do. Pour it into something that you feel like it's possible for you to make it in. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's how you solve your problems. You feel what I'm saying? For me, a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, when I grew up and, you know what I'm saying, living childhood, single mother, on welfare, you feel what I'm saying? Um, movie you can't quote by heart. Really no movies. I didn't watch the whole bunch of them, man. So it's streaming, man. I've been through so many movies, so many TV shows. I can't quote none. All that stuff get mixed up anyway. But like I said, man, you just gotta redirect your anger, redirect whatever you feeling and pour it into something that you want to do out of life. And I think it'll turn out much better for you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my videos in the morning might not be for everybody, but I just whoever is willing to scroll past and if it catch them, and I hope I have the voice to catch them and to keep them so they can listen to, you know what I'm saying, a little bit what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is out here. I know it's what it's gonna be like in Chicago, but I think we need to make a general effort to get better, man. You know what I'm saying? Pour your heart out into whatever you love and try to get better at that, man. You feel what I'm saying? Take your mind off all the negativity that's going around in you. I just like I wonder how y'all heard of Nature Jab. I think he be floating to Chicago. He the man that created the plastiline machine. He make plastic bottles out of his machine. He put plastic bottles through, and he make gasoline out of it. You don't see too many brothers out here doing stuff like that. But he a brother that he probably took his passions of what he learned and he's pouring it all into that. And he's making his little waves with it. You feel what I'm saying? So we have to become thinkers, creators, protect our personal um what you called it? Our dang, I forget it, man. Like our property rights and anything we create, take it and protect it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what we gotta go get back into, man. Being people who create things, being people who thinkers, and like if you could think on how to hit the perfect lick, you could think of something great for this world. You could be the next creator of anything. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put your mind to it. You feel what I'm saying? You got to really put your mind to it. And I believe that this generation that we have, like the reason they so restless is because this generation is super smart, man. Like they had smartphones and smart tablets in their hand while they was little, playing with it, figuring it out. You feel what I'm saying? Without reading instructions or anything. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this young generation grew up so fast that all the last generation left them was all the bad stuff that they had for them. So that's what they clinged on to. You feel what I'm saying? That's what the generation clinged on to, because the generation before left all the bad stuff for them, so they had to cling on to that, right? They had to hold on to that. So once the government starts shutting everything down, because like people used to get over on scams, making money off the government, blah blah blah. That's how drug addicts and stuff used to buy their drugs and have money to do that. But guess what? The government not doing that no more. They cracking down on scams. They cracking down on how people get money. So it's not the crackheads and the hype. They're not getting the extra money no more. They're not getting the scam money no more. You feel what I'm saying? So they can't afford to crack like that. So it's not no crack selling. It's not no dope selling. Guess what? They rolling all that stuff over and they just serving it into a platter for you with the pills and with everything else they got going on. You feel what I'm saying? They just serving on the platter to the young people. Not everybody some type of pill popping, pill head, or doing something. You don't know what's in them pills when you doing them. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know what's in that stuff. That stuff is manufactured. It could be anything in it. It could be 5 or 10 ingredients in that one pill. So, like I said, the crackhead day era is over. It's just people out here, they on drugs. They on drugs, they having problems. They need to get off that stuff and they need to get on their feet and start thinking again. Once they do that, start thinking again, I think society will be much better. But these drugs is the big cause of people because that's what they want to get. That's what they doing all the. Because I don't know nobody who do a robbery. Robberies is for quick people who getting cash, right? They want cash real fast. But what purpose do you want the cash for? What purpose do you want the cash for? Is you hungry? Is you a person that's you homeless? You need to eat because most homeless people they don't shoot. They go steal out the store if they have to go get them some food if they don't got no money. So I think the guns or whatever is really unnecessary. The guns is really unnecessary, man, because you shooting people in your own hood and you noticing or y'all going through breaking in cars down a whole row of street of cars breaking into people cars, right, to get whatever property they might have and they don't even have nothing. The government is suck money away from them too. They don't even have nothing. So you're robbing the poor. You don't even have a good plan to even get money because you robbing the poor. It's like it really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even have to get good plan. You robbing the poor, man. The poor people in the society and the people that's around you in the neighborhoods, they don't have any money. And when you do that to them, you set them back, right? You set them back party. You don't even know. Sometimes you might do something to a person and you might set they butt back far as they could imagine. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't have to relive that because you the one that took it from them. You feel what I'm saying? So we ain't doing nothing but damage to ourselves when we do crimes in our community, when we do crimes in our area, when we do all these killing, we ain't doing nothing but killing our future. When we do shootings in our neighborhoods, that's what we doing. We ain't doing nothing but killing our future when we do these things in our community. And it's just fact, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's just fact. But like I said, you always have a chance to want to make a change for yourself. You always have. You could kill that spirit every day and make a decision and say, I want to do better for my life. I want to do better for my family. I want to do better for my community. You can do that, right? I know y'all people can. I know you can, Chicago. I know y'all young people can. Y'all done created a lot of stuff like I think it was like the biggest wave of entrepreneurs coming from Inglewood, coming from O Block, coming from down on the low end and stuff. A whole bunch of entrepreneurs sprouted out. You know what I'm saying? Doing rapping. That sprouted out to a whole bunch of vloggers doing their thing. You feel what I'm saying? A whole bunch of YouTubers doing their thing. So I don't get why, if y'all couldn't thought how to do that, y'all can't think of something else, but think it in a positive way, and continue like that. You know what I'm saying? For all these people who came up out the city and people gave them so much praise, and it was so much violence and so much death that's been happening in the city, and people gave these rappers so much praise. The rappers should have been able to say, "Hey man, this here, man, we doing this, we doing that." And I know just one person ain't gonna do it, but be able to put your money together and be able to do something. But like I said, every man for theyself, right? Because when you do that, when you leave, you just leave a damaged battlefield. You feel what I'm saying? You leave, and you leave a damaged battlefield, and you leave kids torn from their fathers because of deaths in the hood, and people that's in jail and away from their families, and destruction, and mamas crying and stuff. It's a battlefield that you left, right? But it's people still back here behind here, and they sad and doing bad and feeling bad and wishing that probably that era would have never happened, or thinking like, if I would have kept my kid away from that type of stuff, he would be here today. Like I said, I speak on the advocate of the parent. You feel what I'm saying? Because we shouldn't be, no parents should be burying their kids. The kids should be burying the parents. No parents should be burying the kids, man. So I want to give y'all a word. Help. Help. Help and throw a like on the screen. Help and subscribe to the channel, and help your future out by stop committing violence in your neighborhood. Just chill, bro. You can relax, bro. Stop committing violence in the neighborhood. Stop shooting wildly where innocent people get hit. It don't do nothing but cause suffering. I'm 18wild, man. I love y'all people. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another Everything Chicago early morning words of encouragement. I'll see y'all people next time.